Yo, what up? What up? What's happening? Um, First, before I get off into this, let me thank everybody that was sending me messages and stuff and asking me like, "Yo, where you at? We looking for you. We want you to post more." Man, I've been real busy taking care of a few things, not only just for the show, but for some other stuff that I got lined up too. Everything going wonderfully, everything 1,000. I'm good, my family good. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all good. But thank y'all for checking on me and hollering at me. But I'm back and I'm excited to be able to chop with y'all again. So without further ado, let me hop right into this. I got a question from somebody asked me, is the don't drop the soap myth true? Uh, I guess it is in some areas, not so much in the places that I was in. Things like that happen, but it really was, so I guess you can say, yeah, it's true. It's true. Um, the next question is, I heard it's a lot of talent inside of prison. Is that true? Oh yeah, for sure. It's all kind of talented people like you wouldn't believe it. A lot of these people that's out a lot of the people that's out, they live their life right and never had to go inside a prison, committed crimes or whatever, and made it to like the league, the basketball league, football league, rappers, artists, screenwriters, book writers, you name it. Like it's some amazing people inside of prison, and they just made bad decisions. A lot of them just made bad decisions, and it cost some of them. It cost them months. Some of them it cost them years of their life. Some of them it cost them the rest of their life. But it's so much talent. I'm talking about boxers. It's dudes in there. When I first got in there, I was amazed to see because I went to the gym and watched the basketball game and to see how high they was jumping and dunking and like just can't miss a shot, just can't miss. And it was amazing. Football and but it's just so yeah, it's so much talent in the prison. Like if you think about the movie Life, how the dude can't get right and the baseball league came and got him because he was so good at baseball. Like it's really people like that inside of prison, inside of the prisons that I was. And I mean, not just baseball, like I said, basketball, football, ping pong. Man, it was this guy. He used to sit in a chair and play ping pong. Bop, 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 bop. Can't beat him. Can't beat him. Couldn't nobody beat him. I never seen him lose. And I was locked up for a minute, and I never seen him lose. He just had a drug addiction. Oh, every time he get out, he go and use that drug and wind up back in prison. But yeah, he was called on the ping pong side. Um, what is something that I can do on the outside to help my loved one that's on the inside? Oh, that's a good question. Well, something as small as writing them a letter, that can help. Like to somebody who never been incarcerated, you may not know that, but a letter, just a letter and some pictures, that can get somebody, that can get that. It got me through a lot. It got me through a lot. It ain't so much as the money and things like that. But just to know that you care about me, just to know that you thinking about me and you sat down and took time out your day because it ain't no telling what I'm going through and inside of there. It ain't no telling what happened because the COs could have had a bad night at home and can't wait till they get inside so they can wreak havoc, tear something up in my cell or you know what I'm saying, just like wait, try to put their bully hand down. Or for some people, it's just getting bullied, getting your stuff took, and just feeling like you all alone or whatever. So something as small as a letter can mean a lot, but you also got commissary. Somebody asked me what was commissary. Commissary is like the store inside of the penitentiary. So they got candy, tater chips, the meats, summer sausage, and fish pouches and toilet paper, deodorant, soap, toothpaste, like all that stuff is necessary. It's very necessary. So the commissary is the store inside of the prisons where inmates can get money on their books and they go to the store and they purchase the things that they need: hair grease, hair products, combs, brushes. They got everything. It's like a little, it's a little store. Shower shoes. It's a little store. So that's what commissary is. So like letters, put a little money on their books to go to commissary if you can afford that. Like if you can do that, that's a big plus. That's a big help. Um, Inmates can get food boxes, and I think they can go up to like 18 pounds. You order it from Access or I forget the name of the places. Access. I used to always get mine from Access, so that's all I really remember. But it's a couple different places where you can order stuff from: food box, clothes box, a visit, all that stuff. All that can be very helpful to somebody that's incarcerated. Let me turn this ringer down. Yeah, a phone call. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot, but to somebody on the outside, it may seem little, and it may seem so little to where you just overlook it, but it can mean a lot. It can mean a lot. So just starting out with a letter and a picture. Hey, how you doing? I was sitting out here. I was thinking about you. I hope you holding your head up. I hope everything is good. Write me back and let me know how you doing. So I'm not worried about you, or the family not worried about you. We love you. We waiting for you to get back. We hope that you use this time to better yourself, get your education, learn a trade, because it's education and it's trades inside of prison. A lot of people say that there's no rehabilitation in prisons, but to me, I mean, I think I said this before too. The rehabilitation is within. You gotta want to be rehabilitated. You gotta want to make the change. So you can't just you're not just gonna go in there and say, "Oh, they ain't showing me nothing. They ain't rehabilitating me. They ain't showing. They ain't got nothing for me." You gotta go and seek it, and you gotta want it and get it. So support from the outside, and like somebody from the outside encouraging a person to do that type of thing with themselves can be very instrumental. And so that's for that. I got another question. Um, I know this is very personal, and I understand if you don't want to answer this question, but I'm respectfully asking: did you ever get sexually assaulted, or did you ever sexually assault anyone to survive? Well, the answer to both of those questions is no, emphatically. I've never been sexually assaulted. I've never been approached like somebody was going to sexually assault me. It's been people from the other side that shot little winks or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, little things, but never none of that. I've never done nothing. So, rock solid, no shake with me on this end. Uh, some people that I communicated with uh, was involved in things like that. And real quick, I'm gonna tell you the story about my guy. This my dude. They called him J5, and he had been locked up for a long time. And he was real good at ping pong too, boxing too. He had been locked up for a real long time. So already before I got there. So um, J5 he was probably maybe 18, 20 years older than me at the time. I was young, like 19. So he probably was like 35, might have been 40 at the time when we met. So at that time, I was like really getting into dominoes. learning how to play, and I was getting a little bit better. So we used to have these domino tables, and two people will be playing, and one person will be on the side keeping score. So the person that's on the side keeping score, he got winners. So J5, I don't know, was he playing somebody? No, matter of fact, I was playing somebody, and J5 came up and was keeping score, and I won the game. So I keep sitting down. J5 move over in front of me, so now he my opponent. So I didn't notice this. Me being selfish and not wanting to get up from the table because I wasn't that good anyway at that time. Me not wanting to get up from the table, I never noticed that when J5 sat at the table with me, nobody came over here to keep score no more. Like we was keeping our own score. And so it just turned into me and him playing each other a lot every day. And nobody never used to come keep score. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't care. I was able to keep sitting down and keep playing. And that's what I wanted to do. So we talking junk to each other. We slamming bones and laughing and you know what I'm saying, everything cool. So me being the person that I am, like I'm a cool dude. If I'm kicking it with you or whatever, and I feel like we vibing a little bit. If I go make me a cup of Kool-Aid, hey bro, you want a cup of Kool-Aid? You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing. I got a cup of Kool-Aid, give you a cup of Kool-Aid, and you know what I'm saying? So candy, I got some candy, want some gum, and you know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. So as time went on, maybe a week or something, maybe 2 weeks, and somebody came up to me and was like, man, what's up with you and J5? What you mean, what's up with me and J5? Like, man, you need to watch him. Like, what? Watch J5? Yeah, I'm talking about he was a little frail dude. I was a frail dude, but he was like real frail. But anyway, saying you need to watch J5, man. You need to watch J5. What's up? What you talking about? He don't want to talk no more. He gone. So somebody else come up to me and say something about J5. So I'm like, man, it's crazy. So I get the inquiry and I go to Limbaugh. I ask Limbaugh, like, man, what's up with why everybody, you know what I'm saying, saying this about they ain't said nothing, but they just telling me to watch myself with him. And he like, oh yeah, J5 notorious rape boy. Notorious rape boy J5? He like, yeah, man, he was in Lucasville, and so they were saying when Lucasville one man cell, when you leave out of Luke to go to the shower, it's a shelf up top over top of your door, and they say this is where people put their towels and clothes and stuff over top the door. So you step out, you go to the shower, and the story was when a person used to leave out to go to the shower, J5 used to sneak in their cell and climb up on that shelf and be like huddled up on that shelf. So when the person come back into the room with their towel on, come back into the room and close the door, he'd jump down behind them with a knife and would rape him. Like, boo boo on this knife? No, 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 no. Boo boo on my meat or bleed on my knife, something like that. So, yeah, he was savagely raping people. Um, this was the story. So once I got that story, I go back to J5. I say, man, hey, I heard some stuff about you, bruh. And he like, what's up? I say, man, so I tell him the story. And he like, yeah, that's what I was into. I'm like, what? Like this dude, if you see this guy, man, like he got these big, like glasses with a whole bunch of medicine in them. Whole bunch of medicine. Without the glasses, he ain't nothing. Whole bunch of medicine. Little frail, dark skinned dude. Cool as what? You know what I'm saying? He just cool. But this is what he was into. So now I'm asking him questions like, what made you do that, man? Because I never asked him like how long you been locked up or when you going home or none of that type of stuff. Like that's just something that I didn't do because I didn't want nobody to ask me when I was locked up for how long I was going home because I was actually embarrassed about how much time that I had and my case. I wasn't proud of it at all. So yeah, and at this time I was real wild. I was real wild. So anyway, I'm asking him questions. He talking to me. He telling me what happened, and Yeah, he ain't denied. He ain't denied at all. So he was actually a rapist. But me and Five, we had got cool, and just from playing dominoes. So it got to a point like I was putting my hands on people's stuff, and then I'll go in my cell and I'll be asleep all morning. I'm not getting up out the bed till like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and stuff like that. So one day I'm coming up out my cell, and the cells is like a big metal door with a little window, you know what I'm saying? And I'm coming up out my door like 12, 1 o'clock, and I hit the door, and the door kind of open, but it don't. It open and go back like something in front of the door. I'm looking out the window down, and I see some legs. Like somebody is laying on the door, and they legs out. So I'm like, man, what? I'm looking. So I push the door some more and get up, and it's J5. So I'm like, he like, oh, you woke? You woke? I'm like, yeah, I'm woke. What's up? What you laying in front of my door for, bro? He like, man, you run around here doing this, that, and X, Y, and Z, and then you think you just gonna lay in there and sleep all day. In Lucasville, somebody would have came up in your cell and did something to you. I'm out here laying in front of your cell. I'm protecting you, making sure nothing don't happen to you, and blah blah blah. Me and Lynn Bob Sellies at the time too, so me and Lynn Bob stayed up all night and got up at like 1 in the afternoon, like I said, but the doors would be open from like 6 o'clock in the morning. So anybody could just open our door and come in there. But so he liked me so much that he used to come and lay in front of my door. No cap, I can't make this up. Lay in front of my door and sleep across my door, so can't nobody get in my door on me until I woke up. Then when I wake up, he'll leave, go do his thing, and then like 5 o'clock in the evening, we'll meet up, we'll sit down, we'll play dominoes till like 7 for like 2 hours. But J5 turned out to be real cool with me. Like, I heard about the stories that he did. He told me some stuff. A whole bunch of other people told me some stuff, but he never ever tried nothing with me. He was my guy. He was my guy. Like the older dudes really took a liking to me. They really took a liking to me, and they really used to have my back. Like if I got into something and it was gonna be more than the one on one, they'll let me go one on one. But if it's gonna be more than the one on one, they'll step up and you know even it out, even it out. So I mean, I'm sorry for the people that J5 did what he did too. I mean, but he was cool with me. He was cool with me. And he was cool. He never, like I said, he never tried anything, like never, not even like body punching or none of that. He never tried to test me in no type of way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, he's still incarcerated right now too. He ain't never coming home. Unfortunately for him, but he doing real bad. He going blind. I told you he had them big thick glasses. He going blind. He barely can see, and his whole head white. But yeah, that's the story of J5. But stick around though. We gonna come up with some more entertainment for you. You understand me? If you got any questions, hit me up at KINGFATTY, the number 0 at gmail.com. That's KingFatty0.com with your questions and comments, man. Hey, we'll be back shortly. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. You already know. Fatty. Yeah.